like so, like that, like so, like that, like so, like that, 'cause it's your business, 'cause it's your business. Do something, baby, for me. What I did tonight, I never leave. You like to be alone, come anywhere you want, baby, just pick up the phone. Hey guys, yes, I have on a lot of makeup. That is as per usual, you know, but this is color. This is crazy. We don't know what this is. This is something we've never seen before on the YouTube. Actually, you have. If you're a long-time subscriber, you have. But anyways, we're gonna move on. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Briana. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet me. So today I have something different for you guys. I haven't given you guys a makeup video in like 2 years, maybe? I don't know. But today I have a makeup video on how to get a flawless base. I'm not even gonna make this intro long. You already know what to do. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. I've yelled at you twice, I've gotten big with you twice, and I'm seeing results. So, subscribe to my channel. It'd be great if you did. And I thank you for the ones who did from watching the last video. Thank you. Jeez, you give people everything they want to see and they still don't subscribe. Anyways, so if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you are subscribed, thanks so much. You're amazing, life-changing, 1 in a million. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this video, shall we? We shall. Hey, hey, ho, ho. I'm back with another video. Okay, anyways, we are just gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah. First of all, I need to wet my beauty blender. I'm not going to the bathroom to do that. I'm gonna just do it right here because that's too much. Too much. Get your spray bottle and just spray it till it's wet. Okay, so I said that I was going to do a flawless base. Is that what we said we was going to? Flawless base? I agree. I agree. I agree. I'm also a super liar because I didn't even do my brows yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. Okay, so what we mean by flawless base is everything is blended. Not everything is super perfect on your face underneath. Let's get started. Okay, first things first is your primer. You have to have a really good primer. A nice sticky base will do you very well. I've gotten myself to an unclockable, flawless base, perfectionist level of what I like. So if you like it too, then that's why you're watching this video. Or if you just want to know what I do, then, or if you just want to, whatever. Anyways, so primer. I use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This primer is amazing. I never really used to use a primer before this. And then I was like, okay, Alyssa Ashley and Miss Jackie Ina are talking about this primer, so I have to buy it. And I bought it in mini size first. Yo, I popped off this top. Tried to unscrew everything at the top just to get to the case container and scoop it out with my finger. That's how good it is. That's how good it is, period. So there's a mini one at Sephora for $15 and the full size is $30. Definitely worth it though, so worth it. My makeup stays on all day, oiliness, wear, and all you need is a little bit. So step 1, make sure you have a good, amazing, life-changing primer. First thing you want to do. Next, you want to make sure your blending tools are the type of blending tools to really give you that seamless, flawless finish or whatever. And I like to use either a beauty blender, and this one is from Morphe, or I like to use a brush. And the brush I use is the Morphe M439 brush. This one is very nice because the bristles are very packed together, and It really works well for buffing things in, and it works very well for contour, for foundation, blah, 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 blah. Love this brush, but today I don't feel like using it. I'm gonna use my beauty blender, so I'm going to use my blender from Morphe, and that blender is $8, I believe, and it is top notch, okay? Top tier. Next thing I like to do, step 3, cream contour. Cream contour, honestly for me, is way better than powder contour. I think it's better because it's easier to work with for me, but if you do a powder contour, then ignore this step. Or even, new thing, the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzers, if you put that under your foundation, you're gonna glow, baby. I'm guessing. I haven't tried it, but that's why I have to get their cream bronzers, because I need to try this. But a cream dark thing, a cream contour, cream bronzer, works very well under the foundation because it kind of shines through, and it's not a super harsh line. If you know how to blend your cream contour over your foundation and powder, that's fabulous. You can do that, but I'm not going to do that anymore because this works for me. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Espresso Match Stick. It is thebomb.com. Matches me amazingly and looks amazing on my skin. So first thing I'm going to do is, you can do this one of two ways. You can either rub this on your hand, back of your hand, and then do it, or you can pat that area and apply it with your finger like that. I like to do that way because I don't want an intense contour. So I just get some on the back of my finger and pat that right where my cheekbone is. Like that. Do it on the other side. And sometimes I like to go along my jaw line. There have been times where I did my forehead, but my forehead's not that big, so we're gonna ignore that today. Nose and things, I just wait till I put everything on and then I do my nose contour. But you're gonna blend that out with your beauty blender or your brush. And I move in a motion where I'm moving forward against my face, if that makes sense. I'm moving upward. I'm not blending downward, because you don't want it on the bottom of your cheek. You want it to bleed. You want it to be a tight separation between this part, so you're really looking like you're sucked in, and you're just blending it upward. And make sure you get that hairline, sweetie, even if your baby hairs are already laid. Okay, that's one side, and now we're gonna do the other side. Now we're gonna move down to our jawline, and I like to drag that into my chin. Okay, next I'm gonna be putting on my foundation, and the foundation is, you already guessed, the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is one of the best foundations I've ever used. As you can see, I'm running out because there's this line here. And yeah, so I have this shade in 400, and I just do a pump, a single pump. The other thing with foundation and makeup, a little goes a long way. So you usually don't need more than one pump. So really reel it in with how much foundation you're putting on your face, because sometimes that could be the issue. Just saying. So I take my finger and I do dots on my face. And sometimes I go back into the first dot I made, because usually that's where most of the foundation is. And I put it on the parts where it's probably lacking. Then I blend that out with my beauty blender or my brush. Again, today I'm using my blender. And I'm just gonna blend that out. Okay, and just, do you see that? Like, okay, next. I try to skip the part where I put the contour, just so that it's still really showing through. So I blend the bottom half, and then I blend the top half. I forgot to do this on the other side of my face, so this is how you do it. And then you just slightly blend over that contour. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my eye makeup really quick because I realized the look that I'm doing requires tape, and I can't put tape over this. So I'll be back. I'm back, and I'm also in a robe. I had to redo everything that I did on my face. So I redid my primer, redid the contour, and redid my foundation, but I didn't do my forehead yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put some foundation on this forehead. Sometimes I like to line my brows, and I'm gonna use my brush here, my flat brush, and just go around my brows. I do this because I don't want my beauty blender to mess up what's already around my brows. If I'm doing a bushy brow like this, as well as my edges, and then I blend that out with a little brush like this, and I just go upward and out. Sometimes I fade into the brow just so it can be a seamless transition, and blend that into my hairline. And now I go in with my beauty blender. Also, I forgot to mention, when you are blending this out, be sure to switch the side of your beauty blender, because one side is going to be darker and some of that color may transfer into your foundation, causing you to look a little bit darker. So flip the side of the beauty blender between blending out your contour and blending out your foundation and concealer. You're welcome. Oh, I also put on a robe because I was getting makeup on my shirt, and this is my favorite shirt, and so I said no mas, no ma'am. No mas, no ma'am. And that's, well, that's that. Next, concealer. So I learned from Miss Priscilla Ono that you should be, well, could or should be using 2 different color concealers, one that is warmer than the other. Here I have a neutral undertone type of concealer. There's slight golden undertones in this one, but this one is really good for days when I don't want to look like I'm obviously wearing makeup. This is good for just my natural skin tone, and this is for brightening. So this one is in 390 from Fenty Beauty, and this is in Chestnut from Too Faced. So this is the Born This Way concealer and the Fenty Beauty concealer. And first you want to lay on your neutral concealer. So I'm going to lay mine on, and it's the Born This Way one, and I'm just going to put that a little under my eye and in the center of my forehead, middle of my chin, and above my upper lip. Then I use the Pro Filt'r concealer, and I do that in the front. Your lighter concealer will go in the front of your freaking eyes, and then in the middle, down my nose, and I see, because those are the parts where I like brightness. And then you just blend that out. And first, I blend up my nose because this dries very quickly. So I go up my nose on my forehead first. And I kind of go in like this dial motion. I don't even know if that's what it's actually called, but anyways. And then go down my nose, go back up, just so it's all blended out. Stay in the center here and around my mouth, well, above my lip. Like that, like that. Like so, like that. Shout out to Miss Tabitha Brown. Okay, and then you want to blend out your concealer very carefully for me because I have this wing thing going on. I'm going to flip this so that I don't mess up the wing that I have going on right there. And it's another day where I'm doing freaking makeup I'm gonna call my boyfriend and he's gonna be like, why is that on your face? Because it is. Period. And now, next, I like to use the Makeup Revolution Banana Powder in Deep. Sorry, all of this is off. I've had this for a long time. I guess it's a good thing that I've had it for a long time because clearly that means it lasts a very long time, which it does. I think I got concealer on my contacts. But what I do is I pour some of this into the Huda Beauty top. Kind of just spilled out there. And I pour it into the top like that. And then I take my Morphe M536 brush and I put that, after tapping a lot, under my eye. And I do this instead of using a beauty blender because a beauty blender puts a lot of the powder under my eye and I don't like that. So I just started using this brush for it. And it gets me the same results that a beauty blender would, so there's that. And in the middle of my forehead and down my nose to keep my brightness. And next, bronzer, babies. Bronzer. Simply is that girl. I didn't think black people needed it until Fenty Beauty came out with bronzer and I experienced it for myself. Amazing. Life-changing. Life-changing, honestly. We're gonna go ahead and use the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This baby right here in Cocoa Naughty. And as you can see, I've hit pan. Yeah, so. Now I'm gonna grab an angled brush and just go into that bronzer. Go into it. And put it on where you contoured. And bring it up just a little bit more. And I sometimes go into my hairline. And I just like to do it, baby. Just do it. Just do it. Boom. Ba 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 da ba boom. And then I forgot to do this step actually. Wow, that was gonna be the wrong stick. So I go back into that matchstick again in espresso and I go down my nose. I'm gonna start a little lower than usual. And I'm gonna blend that out with my damp beauty blender and pinch it so that it doesn't get on my eye. And I just go up and down like that. So there's that. And then sometimes I go back into that banana powder, bring that into the mix, and get enough in the front here. Just to bring that brightness back. Bada boom, bada bam, ba bam, as Petey Pablo once said. Once. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and bronze the sides of my nose with the Fenty bronzer and into my eye. That's just what I want for the look today also. Down my nose, into the eye. Now, when you want to use a cream blush, which is the next step, you can either do it under the powder or you can do it over. With this baby right here, the Milk Cheek and Lip Stain, you can use it over the powder and it'll still look amazing. And I have this one in the shade Work. So with Work, I just put that on the back of my wrist, on the front of my wrist or whatever, because other things are taking up space. And I take a highlighter brush like this one from e.l.f. It's called a small tapered brush. So I just use this and I go into that on my wrist, just patting it in, and then apply it to my cheeks. And you can apply it at any point of your cheek you want. I like to do too much and go all the way up here because it's fun. Pat again, next cheek, and all you need is a little bit because the color payoff in this, amazing. Sometimes I like to overload, sometimes I don't. Today we're gonna do it kind of lightly. Okay, and that's that. But you do want to make sure you do it over your bronzer because the bronzer kind of gets weird when it mixes in with it if you're blending the bronzer after you already put it on. And what flaw? What pores? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And you can set your face with powder. I really only do the bottom half with the Huda Beauty powder. I literally dip my brush in there, get most of it off, and then go in, because I also hate powder all over my face. I kind of like for my natural skin finish to show up, and it does throughout the day. Also, highlighting is another option. I like to use Cinnamon Matchstick by Fenty, and I use that same brush that I used for the milk, pat it in, and bring that up here. And a little on my nose. Like so, like that. Delicious. Now I'm gonna finish the front of my brows and the rest of my face, but sweetie, that is it for the base. Bars, period. I'll be back. Okay, so this is the rest of my face. I hope you guys like it. If you want a tutorial on this look, let me know. I will do that for you. The eye look, I already showed y'all the base, but yeah, that's it. You know, try to do your steps slowly. Make sure you take your time because you don't want to rush these things, because that's like the worst thing you could possibly do is rush it. And I feel like that's what happens most of the time when people are doing these makeup looks and they're like, oh, I look cakey, I look this, I look that. And it's like, girl, slow your roll. Slow your roll. Chill out a little bit and take your sweet time blending. Do it to some slow music, not fast music, because fast music gonna make you want to go and all that, and you can't do that while you're doing you just can't. Or at least I personally don't think it's a great idea. So there's that. But anyways, if you want any more tips and tricks, you can go to my Instagram. I usually randomly share them on my Instagram story, and you can follow me at ohitsbreee. And yeah, hope you guys like this look. Comment if you do, like this video if you do. I hope you guys also liked this video, and if you want to see more makeup things from me, just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. This was just because I've been getting some questions on like, how is my skin this way and that way, but also there's such thing as editing. I edit a lot, but this is no editing. This is pure gold. So yes, fabulous. Anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. He know he giving his money to make it. He know it's very expensive to date me. Told him go put my name on that account, because when I need money, I ain't tryna wait. I can't be fucked with, no. Oh, you can't touch this, hey. Bitch, I free shit,